In this video, I'm going to show you how to find low competition evergreen niches without doing any niche research. Yes, you heard that correctly. This is actually possible with the Flying Research niche reports, which are sent out on a weekly basis, sharing both current trends and a low competition evergreen niche every single week. And they don't just share the niche, they also show you the search volume for that niche. They give you suggestions for phrases and quotes to use in your designs. You get keyword suggestions as well, and some free graphics to go along with that niche. So without further ado, let me jump into a few of these reports to give you an example of what they look like and how to use them for your print-on-demand business to build up that consistent passive income stream. So the first example I've got for you is number 23. This was sent out on February 16th, and the next report I'm going to share with you is a little bit more recent and quite an interesting niche as well. But we start off with this screen and then it goes into a quick introduction to this week and an update. This shows you what's been going on Amazon back in February. There was a lot of back and forth with the mock-ups, which kind of still is going on Amazon at the moment. So that hasn't changed much. The trend section essentially shows you what's currently trending or what's an upcoming trend that's going to be happening soon. At this point, they did make people aware of St. Patrick's Day coming up. Sometimes you will see some lower competition trends in this section as well though. Then deleted. This is always interesting. So they show you a pattern of things that have been deleted over the past week. In this case, it was mostly Taylor Swift related designs, but sometimes there's some new niches right here, new and emerging trends that are getting pulled and deleted, and it's good to see that as a warning on a weekly basis. And the next page is, in my opinion, the most important or interesting part of these reports. It's the evergreen niche. In this case, we've got Gaggaball, which I had never heard of before, but in that case, they have at a glance right here where they explain the niche. So Gaggaball is a fast-paced, high-energy sport played in an octagonal pit known as a Gaggaball pit. It's a variation of dodgeball and has gained significant popularity in schools, summer camps, and youth groups. Then we have search volume, an overview, what's been happening over the past year in terms of monthly searches, heading or going up all the way to 12,000 searches a month for the term Gaggaball, and this is Amazon search volume, by the way. Then you get an overview over the trend for this search term over the past 5 years. This is Google Trends data, by the way. And in this case, there was quite a big spike during 2022. And besides that, it's fairly consistent in terms of its interest, which kind of shows, you know, it is an evergreen topic. And yeah, sometimes this is pretty interesting to see because there might be a niche where over the past 5 years, the interest keeps going up and up and up, kind of showing that this is a topic that's definitely on the rise, maybe a new hobby or a new sport that is or keeps gaining in popularity year over year. In this case, there's not much of a trend other than this big spike a couple of years ago. Then here are some very cool metrics that you get, key metrics for the US market. And you've got 3 different emblems or sections right here, and I'll explain what they mean. So the first one are products on Amazon. This is if you just go to Amazon.com and you type in Gaggaball. In that case, you get 666 results, or at least at the time of making this report, that's what it showed. Then you have clothing products. So this is when you type in Gaggaball plus shirt. In that case, you get 3,000 results. If you type in, well, actually, no, this is not typing anything in, but if you filter out Amazon merch shirts, so you use a tool that can filter out just the Amazon merch listings for Gaggaball, then you get 277 results. So there's only 277 Amazon merch shirts competing with you in this niche, which is pretty damn low. And then you also see keyword top performers. So these are related keywords and search terms to Gaggaball. Gaggaball itself pulling in nearly 50,000 searches from Google on an average monthly basis, 9,000 right here on Amazon. Then Gaggaballs. Then we've got some other terms like how to play Gaggaball, Gaggaball game, pit, portable. Like these are not necessarily print-on-demand products, but it shows you that there's a lot of people searching for different terms around this topic, and sometimes you will see kind of related search terms that might indicate a sub niche within that overarching niche that you have. And then you get 2 facts right here about the niche. It is a sub niche to dodgeball, and the ratio between total products aligned and search volume is really good, which is true because look how many people are looking for Gaga Ball in general, and the offering in terms of products in relation to that is very, very low, especially Amazon merch shirts right here. The next page is Deep Dive, where they show some of the best sellers in this niche. The top one right here has got 122k BSR, which is really, really good for such a low competition niche. Then you have 500k, 200k, this one's 4 million, 200k again, 277k, 400k. So there's clearly quite a lot of designs that have got a decent BSR that are pulling in sales. Besides these designs as inspiration, you also get phrases on the right hand side that are not found in some of the examples and that you could use in your designs. The Gaga Ball Whisperer, life's a ball, make it Gaga, my heart beats for Gaga Ball, I survived the pit, right, referring to the Gaga pit. So these are some cool phrases that you can instantly use in your designs. You might still want to check them for trademarks just in case, but it's better than having to come up with stuff yourself. Then we move on to keywords. So first of all, you see on the left hand side which keywords are being used a lot in these listings. Dodgeball is in there, Gaga, sports, ball, obviously, team, pit. Like you can see the occurrences as well, like which of these are most used. You've got long tail keywords, Gaga Ball, dodgeball player. So these are a good overview of what's actually being used in the Amazon merch listings. And then you also have a keyword pool on the right of single words and long tail keywords that you can copy and paste into your listings. Then scrolling down even further, you get a top design listing. So one of the top sellers right here, quick overview of that. You have a score for the niche going from 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 the best. An overall rating for the niche is 7. The potential is rated as 8. Organic potential is a 7. And then you also get an example listing with a brand title bullet, well, 2 bullets right here for Amazon merch. So they've done almost all the work for you. All you have to do is create a few designs, throw it up with the suggested keywords, and you're good to go. And then at the bottom, the last page also gives you a free design element in PNG and SVG format. So if you click on this right here, you can download it and use it commercially in your designs, or you can even check out some additional ones right here. I think these ones you have to pay for. This is a link to an Etsy shop if you do want some additional resources, but it's cool that you do get a free graphic, and you can use this in many different ways, right? You could utilize this silhouette and create probably like 10-20 different designs with it, all with a different style that look unique. So this is definitely really, really cool that they add this because yeah, you have pretty much everything you need to start entering this niche. You've got the data to validate that, yeah, there is demand, lower competition, you get inspiration, you get phrases, keywords, and even a graphic. So really, really cool. This is the first example that I wanted to share with you, Gaga Ball. Definitely a niche worth trying out. I'm definitely going to enter it myself and test it out. So yeah, let's move on to the second report, which has an even better niche in it, in my opinion. So here we've got number 31. This one is from April, so it's more recent, 12th of April to be exact. We've got mock-ups, tier-ups. That's what was happening at that time. A lot of people are getting tiered up on Amazon merch. If you were one of those people, congratulations. Right here, we've got a quick update about mock-ups being back, which, yeah, as I said, a recurring topic on Amazon merch. Trending niche in this case was New York City earthquake. By the time you're watching this, that niche is probably not relevant anymore. But at the time this report dropped, it was very, very recent and very relevant. As you can see, all of these have 0 reviews right here, but very good BSRs. And very recently posted, 5 or 6 days ago for the most part. Deleted designs in this case, a bunch of Godzilla stuff, King Kong as well at the bottom. So yeah, things to watch out for. They've got a quick explanation of why these are being pulled. And the Evergreen niche, what you came for is horology. If you don't know what it means, it's explained on the left again. It's the study and measurement of time and the art of science of making timekeeping instruments such as clocks, watches, and sundials. It encompasses a wide range of activities, including design, manufacture, and repair of timekeeping devices. So yeah, pretty decent search volume, about 2,500 a month right here on Amazon. The trend data, Google Trends, is very consistent, indicating you've definitely got an evergreen niche right here. And then the key metrics are 5,000 total products if you just type in horology, Horology shirts brings back 1,000. And if you filter out Amazon merch shirts, there's only 94 results. So that is very low competition. Keyword performers, here you get a few related keywords. And as you can see, 10,000 average monthly searches on Google and about 2,300 on Amazon itself. And the facts for this niche are relatively small but established evergreen niche sales, also possibly organically without any advertising, which is obviously great for people in the lower tiers. Sometimes finding these low competition evergreen niches can actually be a valid way to get out of low tiers because there's not many people competing with you. And if there's search volume, if there is demand, then you can easily get organic sales. So let's move on to the next page. Here we see the best sellers, and this is why I think there's quite a bit of potential in this niche, because we've got two designs right here with a 150 kBSR doing pretty damn well, and we've got 380k as well for horology. Then we've got a horologist design, right, so you could target those people, 600 kBSR, and a bunch of other sellers. These are in the millions. But as you can see, this one has 15 reviews, so there's definitely people buying these shirts consistently. Then we've got a comment right here, as well as some phrase suggestions. Too many watches, not enough time. Who needs a time machine when you've got style? Adjust your time, not your dreams. The used keywords, keyword pool suggestions right here for you to use: horology, horologist, watchmaker, watch time collector, clockwork, clockmaker. Really, really good relevant keywords right there that I would definitely use in my own listing. And I am going to use, because I'm going to enter this niche as well. Then we've got top design listing right here with the score for the niche, potential 6, organic 7. And then we get brand title bullet points right here to help you build out a listing. And this is the free graphic that you get with this niche. Now you might be wondering, is there actually potential in these niches if these reports get sent out to multiple people and they're all going to enter them? Well, Flying Research, their team actually did a test, kind of like a case study, and recorded it. They entered one of these niches that they shared and then gave their results a few weeks later on YouTube. And I will leave that video in the description. So it's a niche they shared on this report. They entered it themselves and they got sales in it, and they have the report of the sales in the description. So you can see this actually works and is a valid strategy for both low and high tier sellers. And by the way, in case you were wondering, you do need to be signed up to one of the Flying Research tools in order to get these reports. And if you do want to sign up to those, I will have a link in the description, which should automatically give you a 20% discount. If you want to learn how to utilize AI to very quickly find a lot of niches, make sure to check out this video next.